town?
Yes.
It's like grade 12A.
Yes.
I think men and women should understand that they are not equal. A man should understand that he's not equal to a woman, and a woman should understand that she's not equal to the man as well.
Know about gender-based violence is that it has to do with gender inequality most of the time, whereby one gender can be oppressive over the other.
Yeah.
Most of the time we actually speak mostly for females, but it's like
representing the GBV fam, man. Let me tell my story. My story low changing. I had to do it while I'm moving and the changing. I'm moving in poverty. I be shifting all the bars.
Okay, good morning and welcome to the second episode of our podcast. We are the people opposing gender-based violence. The last topic that we did, we covered the topic here, why men don't get married. It was a heated topic, it was interesting, it had glitz and glamour, but nonetheless it was what it was. And we're moving along. Today's topic, as I said, it is a loaded one. We're talking about triggers, we're talking about things that makes one react. You know, there's a saying that says, for every action there is a reaction. So, and I once heard one man talking about this thing where we don't have control of what people say, but the control that we have is how you react or respond to what is said. Nonetheless, let me introducing my topic today. On the panel we have, on my far left, we have Katie Webb. Oh, give the love Okay, thank you. We have Godfrey, he just stepped out, he'll come in. And then we have Dimakato. And then last but not least, we have Machati. Okay, introducing my name, Kinna Ramongalo. Yeah, Kinna Ramongalo. So today's topic, guys, I want us to be interactive on the topic that we'll be talking about, because I think and believe everyone is affected by the triggers or things that are said, and they will be reminded, you know, things that happened in your life, and whatever is happening or whatever that was said, it will touch you somehow. It will have that effect or impact you look back and said, you know what, I passed this. This happened to me before. And that's what we want us to talk about. So, let's talk about the triggers. What is it that you understand when you talk about the triggers? Or what is it that you want to illustrate or you want to talk about when we talk about the triggers?
Thank you, Madam Sir. The triggers, for me specifically, what makes men tick in a relationship. May it be friendship, may it be a love relationship. Our focus for now must be on that part.
So you want us basically to talk about what makes men
tick, what makes them go back home.
What makes men, you know, while you're on that one, a lot of times men bottle out things, men don't talk. Would you say those are things that makes men maybe at the end of the day react, or those would be your triggers for you, and how do you put it in that way?
Yes, most of the men, I hope Lona Ali Botile thinks acne, so that's why we are here. Most men are straight differently from the now generation.
But speaking on the men's side, you know what? We do talk, but we never get the audience. Women don't listen to us. Whatever I raise as a man, if I say, you know what, hey, put the wrong I'm having a trouble on this 1, 2, and 3. And then the woman would say, my baby, why not go soft, man? Why are you crying? Why is it that you don't take it up as a man? Be a man.
What if you're not getting help from the people that you're talking to? Change the space. Look for other groups of people that can assist you.
Okay, I like the fact that you say change the space. Isn't it the fact that we get a lot of men sitting with shillings? That's where they get the space and when they're able to talk. A lot of men are able to say, you know what? When I'm with other men, when we go along, that's where I feel safe.
Mara, actually, the thing is, men talk to people who they're comfortable with. Yes. So they don't want to be told the truth. That's why I want to tell you if I talk to you and I don't get anything anymore, why not go to my because you're not helping me. Yeah. My wife or my husband is still reacting the very same way. So why am I looking for a comfortable zone where else I need to get a place where you can get over treated? Yes. It's over uncomfortable. Sometimes we need to challenge our emotions.
Okay. Let me bring in Dimakatsu. Your take on that one. What makes men tick?
Okay, my take
okay, it's fine. Yeah, what makes men tick?
Okay, so
like it's if us agree, if Mogla Moting how Obanagar agree to say all that, but we need to go back to Holly. How when you're asking something, you also need to be prepared. Okase something or expect the whole when you ask a question or researcher, you need to be able to accept the garabo whether or how because from your side, our advisor any can you go telling our banana to go shilling
we don't give each other advices. But we don't talk. Is it that they don't listen to us? We do talk, but the problem is they don't listen, or are we not really talking?
You know what she said now? What she said now is very interesting because she's never been to Chibini. She doesn't know what we talk about. I think it's a matter of your partner, your wife, your girlfriend, or somebody that you associate with. Maybe they're not listening. And I think the issue, it comes to a point where now, if you don't listen to each other, it means now we become equals. I know we are equal in a relationship, the marriage, right? But I feel like there must be some kind of a superior motive. If you go to the school, right, you have learners, you have teachers. So the teachers are superior to learners. If you go to work, you have employees, right? You have managers. So who's the superior to the employees? Is the managers. So I think...
So are you saying in a relationship, men should be superior to women?
I think that should be basically the basic principle of any relationship. Not to say that a woman, their words are not counted for. right? But how I believe that a man should have the final word to say, I want this and I don't want that. Without having to explain yourself.
Okay.
You don't have to explain yourself for why you want to decide.
Women should be submissive or men should be above women. What's your take on that?
Guys, as you know, we are pretty. So I think relationship things should be a 50-50 thing. There is no say that the man is
Okay, when you say it's 50-50, if a man is bringing 50,000 and a woman is bringing 10,000, is that 50-50? How does it work in your 50-50? Work it out for me. I cannot know. We want 50-50. So we want to, okay, honey guys. If I'm earning 50,000 and you're earning 10,000, 50-50 will say to me, I will take my 40,000 elsewhere and bring 10,000 contribute. You bring your 10,000. Will that be an equal 50-50 that you talk about?
Yeah, it will. Because like, what happens something like in our side, like I'm coming to plan when we wake up to something.
So are you saying I must not bring all my 50,000 in the household because for every bringing 10,000?
You should bring your 50.
But that is not 50-50 that you know that. Because 50-50, what we say is it should be a 50% contribution and your 50% contribution. It makes whatever we contributed to be 100%. Then that one will be more on men's side and more on women. Or either way, if a woman is bringing 50 or a man is bringing 10. But which year?
Yeah, it's still fine. Good challenge after all.
Okay, yeah.
Side will never be equal. I can produce a person, a whole person. A woman.
Guys, I did biology to high school level. Biology tells me that a man is a producer, a woman is a carrier. So let me bring you on that.
Madam, not at hand. The issue at hand, men should be superior to women. No. Let's not be the lost generation. Let's not be the lost generation. The financial structures, the cultural, relationship, the love.
Okay, we're talking about the relationship. Here's the love, and you guys want the 50%.
No financial.
Okay, so fine. Why is it that I never had any lady coming to me and say, Ramona, make a change the why does that change? Why does that change?
I did.
Let's bring you in the equation. I was thinking to your last which is very good. We're talking about the triggers poetry. I don't know if when you stepped out, you had to talk when you started.
I think I'm probably, but I saw a gentleman there raising his hand. I think I can come just after him.
Which gentleman?
The gentleman just there.
She spoke up. I have a problem with something. Besides financial structures and everything, we are looking at the relationship. And I have a problem with that because we are being now selective. And the relationship, is a challenge. But now let's go back to the principles, because you also cancel culture. I heard you cancel culture again. Amongst the other things that you've listed. So if we go back to the basis, by the show of hands, how many of us here are Christians? And then if you follow the scripture, wisely and carefully, you get to understand that there is a hierarchy in a family structure. And the male will always come first.
Yes.
There is a reason why it is like that. And there is also a reason why the woman is the backbone of the family, like it is said in the Bible. So I'd like to cross-reference between two religions. Let's look at the Islamic religion. Those people, cases like gender-based violence are not prevalent in their society. Why? They follow the Quran strictly so. So when you follow the basis of your existence, you get to live in harmony. You cannot say, "Now I'm a Christian," when it only applies for me.
When it suits you.
When it suits you. When it suits your situation.
Yeah.
If you go back to a basis, you'll understand that a man is supposed to be the head. And the man will also understand that I am supposed to be the head.
So, what you're literally saying is, as women, we need to submit to you guys because currently we're looking at the gender-based violence. So, because we are now you the head of the family, I should be submissive to you because you are abusing.
I love the fact that you say gender-based violence. We're not talking about women, a man perpetrating violence against men. So there is a gender. So actually standing against the gender-based violence. There are a lot of women that are abusing men. A lot of women are abusive in the sense that they are talking. They will be talking things. They will be out loud. You come home, and more often it's never seen as an abuse because there is no way someone else this woman is abusing me. This woman is verbal to me, and then someone will say, okay, how? But you're able to show, look at my blue eye. These are things that I'm going through. But a lot of time, women more often than not, they doing emotional abuse. They damaging us men. Hence we're having a lot of men where they don't even want to go home. They don't even want to go. They want to sit elsewhere because of everything. Whatever they say, you know, I'm just going to go deeper. I'm just going to sleep.
That's why we are here. We need to change the narrative.
Okay,
And then at the back.
Okay.
I was going to ask the back, is this what I do?
Okay.
Saying, because most of the time we tend to actually bury the emotional violence with the physical violence. We actually look at what a person has on the face because obviously most of the time when somebody is abused physically, we are scarred. But we never actually talk about the inner scars. Most of the time it's actually buried. So most of the time, like, it's easy for a person to heal physically because we've got medication, so-called whatever, but emotionally, what heals you? If you actually bury yourself inside. This is why we actually have people committing suicide, because you don't listen to them. You don't actually give them an ear.
Isn't it in us, men, that we are masculine and women are talkative? Therefore, women will use, or each gender will use what they have or what they are empowered to be. Because naturally, women talk. I mean, how can someone over 6 months or to a year or a year, they should be mumbling, and all that. And then you get one of the same age, they will always be mum, always be quiet. Isn't it that women are gifted with the gift of talking, and men are muscular, and I've seen a lot of households, who do they call?
I know.
Because a lot of time, but suddenly they will be speaking not about and then men are instilled with the killing instinct. How they still react? Isn't it where it comes from this thing?
No, mara still ho na le bana ba bana da for le bana lona le kundwane le.
Let's talk about the numbers. Out of 5 men and 5 women, how will it happen?
3 men, Maladamena mo, and then maybe 4 women might also jump on. Mara still, I don't know. Give one more opinion how men are masculine. Men, the masculinity, but don't make it be damaging sometimes. Because Lehemoto, I try to advise. Because when I did that thing, I thought I'm married. How could one advise you to at that point of which then we change something in you, and then we can solve a lot of things. You must also be open-minded and prepared enough to accept that because of and Lebanon, they are just as abusive government. They are. It's going back to topic what that lady said. Ari, you can heal physically. Marimo to answer our heart, our water. Stupid, you're not good enough. You kunyete, your owner, and it's all good. It's all for how do one love spirituality? Before the Bible, okay? Before the Bible and everything did more. But the Bible, I can resist the Bible, but our minerals, they are using it against us. South Africa, or Africa as a continent, like the whole rich, we are very, very rich. But the thing is, we are not using those resources. And how do I have a spirituality, some little Christianity or whatever? A woman is superior to a man because as much as Mona, Anna, Konahor, go high. I can more Mahoi. I thought I go mining, I go in. I will high every 6 months. Me ola nasa na Iran. Na lema. I make a show of Banabaya Skolo. Banababa. Who's only? Highly pregnant. Here, that Chocometin Banabao. Again, Mona Allegan. Abua high after 6 months. I kiss a chile. Mara. And then women happy. I remember Chele, I remember Mozadi go high. Omega show Uhunisan. I get Banabahun. Uhunisan. Chanezo Alimi. Atahud. I was a banana week. Abi. Yen at the top of myself. All on her own.
Let me interject you on that one. I think we must reach a consensus. Let's do away with this thing of superiority. For men are, what you call it, superior or basari. Maybe let's talk about role play. For we all have a role to play. And it does not mean if you cook, I do a garden, your role is more important or superior to mine. I think let's agree on that, and we will be able to grow as people. We will be able to say, you know what? This is your role as a woman in the household. This is your role as a man in a household. Will that work?
Does that mean when as my husband, you're not allowed to wash the dishes and I'm not allowed to do the garden?
We play a role. We say, listen, come Machate said something, there's an accountant, there's a marketing, and there's whatever the roles they are. Those roles does not mean horror. If you're an accountant, you're not important, equally important as a salesperson.
True. Mr. Ming, I think it goes back to what we spoke about in our last podcast. If the followers are also watching, The last time we had Pastor, and he mentioned the aspects lenyalo, which means for you to get to lenyalo, you must obviously be in a relationship. Okay? And like you are saying, the role. Abutole have a man being superior or the head. I fully agree with him. Because now remember, the man will be at the top. And that man, for him to function at the end as having a successful family, the woman must be there.
Yes.
Again, once also a woman, even a man alone, you've got security, you've got money, but you don't know how to use those. I don't know. Yes. But if women are there, women understand for okay. But you as a man, knowing your roles, being a protector, being a provider, being all of those things, and the woman also playing her part. I think the balance between the two, that's where we are missing, we are getting it wrong.
Okay, so I think I get you and I understand you. So we're talking about the role. So that women and men are playing. Okay, let me hear Ausifa and Ari.
I'm the name of Lanseria. So I'm here to disagree with the fact that Mona Musaliba fatherly roles. For example, the minute you start giving a person the roles name, consider divided so if you don't do this, then I can't do this because that's why in some places and in nowadays actually also women can lead. That's why we're trying to empower. Not only can we believe in men, but we also can do it. So that's why Mona really roles inside. I may be plan. It's not 50-50, no. But if we're not going to actually obey, take the pots. If you never go gardening, let me go to the garden, it's fine. It's not like the names, but
I was saying, most of how many subjects do you have?
7.
The whole school, is it all 7?
From 10 to 12.
So you don't have all 7. So let's say you have 15. Are you doing all 15 of those?
No.
So it means that your role is to do the modules that you are registered for, correct?
Yes.
So is that not role playing?
It is, because I selected it. I'm the one that selected it.
If we're not going to, we sit down and say, okay, Mama, we're not only now I'll do the garden. Or okay, now you do the garden. Are we not divided?
We are. Marake ushekite. Heri divided. Even so like women like we help. And let's just say, for example, you know when you're sick, now you're going to be in the garden, you're going to be this, you're going to be this. So now what I'm trying to say is, like, let's all do things. Let's all do things. That's not like, can
I just interject with a question?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Lanseria.
Lanseria, sorry. Lanseria, tell me, say you're in a relationship. Which
I hope she's not.
Which I hope she's not, yes. And you and your boyfriend, you're coming out, you're coming from a date. You had a date and then you head out. While you're on the street, you're walking, and then there's some guy, same age, same as your boyfriend. He spanks you, right? What type of reaction are you expecting from your boyfriend?
I'm expecting a fight.
No, I think it's very difficult for her to respond because I have a boyfriend. But I want to ask her one more question. I was follow. Lina, lady desk again.
Yes.
Do we sit everywhere or do you have your desk?
I have my desk.
Imagine you come to class and you get up with the camera sitting on your desk. How will you respond over there?
I will be shocked for what is my desk.
Yeah, but imagine I was thinking to you, she's the cook in the house. She comes in the house, in her mind, she got a mail about how would you react?
Because she's like, she's gonna be happy. Okay, I was thinking 2 years ago or so. Good shot. Thank you.
Okay. I guess women are more easy on switching roles than men.
It's flowing. I feel like we're still stuck in the past, man. I feel like we're still stuck in the past, and I feel like we should just head to the future. What I mean by that, I feel like each and every ship has got a ship captain before me. So you have to be the captain. We have to have a captain before me. In the team, in the soccer team, we have a captain. So I just feel like, yeah, we equal. So sometimes we just have to communicate. You feel me? Communicate with your partner, talk, then everything will be sorted. But then the GBV thing, I heard women saying, okay, she was saying OT, the man is not the head, you feel me? But then in a company, most of the companies, we've got managers, we've got the, what can I say, the founders, the people who invested the money. So you can't tell Mogati, I'm not the head, well, it's I'm the one that's fully invested, you feel me? So I just feel like it's twisted, but then I'll get back once she's done.
Nice one, that is twisted. So basically, I mean, we want to establish this thing, and I think in a way, we are all agreeing, but we don't want to agree. We agree to put a manager, a company. The guy just said it, and then I saw you agreeing with him for women to get it correct. We are not equals. We have, men are not equal to men. Are we?
Yes.
You might just agree. But first time she is agreeing, she passed the line.
You know, the fact that we're femicide, right? GBV in the first place. It's a true reflection to the point that men and women are not equal, because you have GBV, which means men are more masculine than women. It's a fact. That's why we have GBV. Otherwise, if we're equal, we wouldn't have gender-based violence. We're just gonna have a tough out there, especially for men. There are no favors for men out there. If you're a man and financially not stable, no one is taking you seriously. So, but when everything is done and dusted, you only have your pride as a man. Without money, without those cars, without those houses, qualifications, experience and everything, you are left with your pride. You need to protect it as a man. You need to understand what it means by being a man. And also, we're not saying because you're more masculine, you're more strong towards women, doesn't mean that you need to oppress them, right? You need to treat them like flowers. They need to be treated special. But they also need to know their place, right? We are here today with this GBV because women, they want to raise their voice, of which is okay. But how do they raise their voice? There's a difference between making your point and then we have an intruder in the house. What do you expect from me? You expect me to fight. Why? Why do you expect me to fight?
Because you're a man.
Because I'm the man. So go to the intruder and then take him head on. You need me, you expect me to protect you as a woman because you're more recessive or more dominant to you.
But what advantage over men? Because if we men don't make it financially, we are doomed. But what men are time make up our house and made it while she hasn't made it. And I'm already that wealthy guy and she will make it. But with us men, if you don't make it, if you don't work hard, you are doomed. You have only one chance. Women got double chances. They can make it on their own, which is beautiful, which is all good. We're not disputing that. But you still have another opportunity. I want to get married, and you can get married to a guy who has made it. So in the virtue of being married, you are married. Do you disagree?
You can also get married to a guy who has not made it. Or as Lanseria, and the both of you make something out of it.
No. I don't think you got what I said. I said women have advantage over men. They have double chances.
No.
Okay, let's come this side.
First and first, I'd like to say something called how was my cat. I give you a why? Because I think everyone is important, whether in or out of the relationship, So again, a relationship, I take a relationship as it's based on 5 senses. You understand? First thing, it's the communication. When you have it, you have respect, you have honesty, and you have all that in a relationship. So that,
let's break it down. What is communication?
Communication in a relationship is actually when one and a little partner. You actually take your spouse and sit down with her and say, and you guys talk about it. Yes, you open it for how. Oscar, I get a body again, or
if you say, things are not going well. I'm trying to get promotion, I'm not getting it. I'm trying to do 1 and 2 and 3, I'm not getting it. And then your spouse says to you or says to you, no, but one plan so was it blind or out? It's a blind. What do you do?
Okay, when it comes to that one, go on with Motawa. But why am I saying that?
Okay, communication. Is that not a communication?
It is, but the communication it depends on the manner and the tone.
Yeah. So basically, it's not a matter of communication; it's the attitude.
Yes, basically.
Because the reason why I wanted to do that with you is a lot of people they think communication is the key, and I always say no, it's not. A communication is not necessarily a key, it's the attitude. I said when I started about it, it's not what you say, it's how you react that will get you in danger. Someone else can say whatever they say, but how you react to what they say, that's the crux of the matter. So a lot of people, I did say, a lot of men, they do talk. We do talk men, but we never can listen. So women accuse us at the end of the day, say, you know what? You men don't talk, you bottle things up. And we do talk, but we never get listened as men. We never get taken serious and we never get appreciated. But we're born when they talk. It's always about to say, we have to listen to them. If you don't listen to them, let me get here. I will get this out.
That's it. At that point, men do talk, the women are alone, because that's my belief in fact. I believe that man nurses a man. You understand that much he does much around and then go around and the most of you know what to do. Just go on YouTube and search MP the one that you can listen to them. This is what I thought. Okay, at that point, Majida, we take sacrifices. Let's do that so I said the first high, I tell you out, why does she do my wife? Why should I ask him my high to prove stay on the table?
I don't know about I'll come to you. But I always tell people one thing again. That with a lot of men talking, men don't talk. But another problem that men have talking, and which is more often, it is the trigger point of what we're talking about. You'll be telling me to have already, now I can let my tata Yana go through my own lady with us all the time I met us all. Governor there, come to the lawn day. She will use them against you.
When I will never have a wrong.
Okay, everywhere else in the
Never had a problem a while. You say men are masculine, whatever. Okay, even women, they can fight. They can beat you up, but they do not drink alcohol before beating you up as a man. Mara, some men, they want to drink alcohol and come at night, but say, why?
Do you know the impact of alcohol or what alcohol has on your system?
No, I'm trying to say men by user excuse alcohol or babu. Or like they want to prepare themselves for a battle but a woman has already forgot about that. Yes. Why men should drink alcohol before talking? That's why we say men don't talk. Heavily normal, normal, but the next day, quiet, I should show why. A woman can beat you up, seriously.
Yeah, so mega so magakhala ushilo brawa bakithi ukuthi mawutshela ukuthi lenkinga esifana nokuthi uzokuthathela angayithatha serious uzobaya agcoke kahle agcoke ama-makeup uyabhaya ayofuna abanye amadoda abaningi. So that's why uma unotshwala awunesibindi sokuthi okay manje thi ngikhalele ke angithi bathi amadoda abakhali
gore bana ababili intshwantshe a le bjala pele. I mean, like, Lena, is it the rule for indoor I can? Why also can put toilet the rain okay, I get like as women are fine. There are men who by the phone like this, sit down with their women, they talk. And lo ena o ka se late mosadi ya gago o itse gore this one no. Lata motho le romono, okay, you feel like she's normal and then you can talk to her. You will not have a problem with her.
So basadi aba normal. Yeah. Imagine if you're crying in front of your girlfriend or your wife and you're weeping and you're crying. Yeah, it's gonna be an episode and a half.
If you made it the correct one, of course you'll be shy or because why you told there is your support system. Kimo, Remolabo, why did I tell you? Ramanga, feeling rather more how it's At least our future is looking very, very bright. Thank you.
Let's take a break and then we'll come back with the second half in 5 minutes. Yeah, welcome back guys after a restroom break. We still people opposing gender-based violence. Kina kaparele siketiwe, kina le kofi, kina le dimakazole, matanzi kite, nagina ramangala. Thank you very much for making it interactive. Kita not really bad simple. You know what? It must be thought-provoking. It must be very heated. So at least we know where we're going. We know where we're sitting with the whole thing. Before the break, there was a hand out there. And then your comment.
Okay, my name is Nalinda. What does not build you breaks you. If you say that if like and she does not want to listen, she's not the right one for you. Because you say that men are the head of the family whatsoever, right? And the Rebasagi, they are the backbone. Why would you have a backbone in the
how many people are you going to move from? Because if you get this person and they're not talking to you or they're not supporting you, you move immediately and then you get the second one, they do the same thing. What do? You keep moving. Johnny Walker, keep moving.
The main point here is how what qualities do you look for in a person? Because the main thing that people look for is beauty. Like beauty. Right? Do you ever look for the inner beauty as well? Because when you're not if they don't have the right qualities, just forget about you.
What are your comments? And more often than not, you wouldn't go to someone that you're not attracted to. Men, we are attracted to before we come approach you. So it might be that it's not a common beauty. It might be what is beautiful for me. So not necessarily it must always be or what, but it's all about what is beautiful for me. So just let them to give one up for that. I'm sorry. But how do you see character as a mafia?
Then the red flags there, sometimes really ignore. But
that's what I'm saying. To go over the person, there must be an attraction. You will never go to a person alone. There's no attraction altogether. And you say you're looking for inner beauty. Where do you see inner beauty?
Okay, so not all the people are only attracted to but into a like you could sit anything attract but then as you get to know the person, this is someone to learn more about that person, I guess. Just because of you started talking, not maybe masculine or they are attracted to you. It's not always about what it looks like on the outside. And another thing, beauty does not raise a home. Beauty does not bring food to the table most of the time. And beauty does not actually help you stabilize yourself. So you should actually be reasonable. Do not go for your eyes or what you see in the eyes, because sometimes you might be deceived. This is why you're actually destroying yourself and blaming others for it. You should be reasonable. Fix your eyes. Don't be blind.
Put the mic across. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Okay, don't get to it. You wanted to see the comment.
I've heard you saying a man then you move to the next one. Then the very same one that you move to, then you sit on my right.
No, I was asking, what do you do in an instance, if you get, again she was saying, you are with the wrong person. So I'm saying, okay, if it's the wrong person, do I move to the next person now?
Oh, okay. No, what I was saying, if you have me and I'm not listening to you, then you move to Maggie and Maggie's not listening to you, then it means you have a problem.
Oh, the common denominator. Oh, common denominator. It's a problem, yeah,
There's a gentleman there wants to say something.
It's going to be a general comment, and it's advice. I would like us as human beings to kind of relate to nature, By nature, I mean animals this time. So I would like us to practice selective breeding.
Selective what?
Breeding.
Breeding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Choose and study what you want and what you need as well. With this thing right? You don't see the inner beauty. You don't see the other characteristics that come with the beauty. But you run after it. Matata to mama. You didn't study, you didn't do your homework, you are planning to do your homework.
So what's your approach to that? If I see just a lady, what do? Do I let her pass and say, hey, let me go study her first? How do you do it?
If we're talking about success when it comes to the relationship, it is best that you let it be. It is known, you should know that as a gent, you know that gents are very lustful creature. Rahal. Like many people who are very lustful creatures.
Is it in our nature or is it the behavior? What are we talking about here?
It's the nature of men.
So that's who we are. The moment you say the nature of men, that's who we are. Then one you cannot argue the nature. If we are born that way, then you cannot change it.
You can agree. I agree on that.
So let's not go there. Raha is a fact.
But our it's what do you choose to do? Unarufi like KFC or no, not today. What do you choose to do that when it comes to a partner?
But when are you gonna get the right time to approach a lady? Because
there's a certain extent there's a certain extent. Once you surpass a certain extent, there's something wrong with you.
We're talking about a guy. We're talking about a gent, right?
Yeah.
Looking at the girl passing, and then she looks attractive. Right?
Right.
We're not talking about any inner beauty. I don't know her. We're not talking about the characteristics. I don't know her. But what do I do? You talk about a certain degree, right? How do I measure that? She's passing. I'm saying she's passing. I acknowledge, and then the next person comes. I acknowledge. The next person comes. I acknowledge. Yes. How long should I keep on doing this until I find the person that I want?
That's the thing I was saying earlier. Let us start practicing selective breeding.
Can you elaborate on that, please? I'm interested.
Yes. There's a topic we're covering right now called life sciences. It has to do with this thing as selective breeding. It says, as certain animals take certain characteristics as best. This means when a female lion sees a male lion that has, I forgot what that thing, the trailer that's around them.
The female.
No, that thing around the male.
Yeah,
that thing. So the female will choose a female lion that has a healthier looking fur. And if we go scientifically, it has been proven that a lion that has healthier fur is a lion that is dominant, and it also shows health within the lion. So,
now, in terms of that, is exactly what we've been talking about. We go to people that we are attracted to. The lion will go to that whatever that you talk about because it's attracted to it. It is the attracted to talk to them, get to know them before you share that, before you say, you know what. And then if you will not, it's not working for you, then you can move. But you have to go. You will later will dictate. You will go where you are attracted. The best will go to a flower that is more sprout. When it's looking all yellow, it will never go to a flower for issue. It's an attraction, the law of attraction. That's how nature works by out.
And now for the question, can I just break the ice? And do you know what outside in public we act different when we are inside with the people that we know? Yes. And again, we also act different when we work again. So behavior start on habitual, determine the environment, the people. So if you are attracted to me, I'm definitely going to be a different person.
No, absolutely. I mean, same equally. How to go through? How to make up? What's in a manana? What dress up? You told it.
It's another delusional mindset of women. You know, they will tell you they wear makeup, wear all these high heels for themselves, right? They'll say, I'm doing this for myself. And then I ask, what do you mean doing this for yourself? No, for me to be confident. And then I say, okay, you do all this.
Okay, go ahead.
Nokopao era something ko sobrang zepinok o awit manat kaya tawa siya lagi mo maningari man hence there's a saying nagi mo hence there's a saying yaw muna na sila para adik muna na sila so
when I get to level, what does it mean? What does it mean? I want to get the sense of what does it mean. What do you understand by saying that?
You have all the right to go and
Excuse the language there, but for the moment, you know what, guys? Okay, you can say one, and give us a link and a truthful. Are people part of animals? Are we animals? We are animals. Do you know what? There's only one animal in the world that's into only one partner. Which one is that? No. It's a pig. A pig. A calf, whatever you call it. Any other animals, if you see a lion, you will never see a lion with just one female lion. It will always be surrounded by other lions, very female. And should a male lion come in that pride, that's where the fight comes. And so, in a nutshell, what I'm saying is, and fortunately, that's why I asked that question and you agreed. A lioness knows, if it's a lioness male lion, it is protected. It knows that this lion, the male lion, will always keep it safe.
Selective breeding.
Selective breeding?
Yes.
Yeah. It's part of that. Yes. So basically, women women need a muscular man so that they will feel safe. Hence the question came, if there is an intruder in the house, do I sleep? That's why I went to question the house and say, if do I sleep and say, sweetie, go take a motor. I can we are equals in this house. So hey, go. Let's see what that is.
Okay, what's your name? Lebhan, where the LGBTQI plus community can
LGBTQI plus. Please repeat your question. Yes.
My question is, when I did the LGBTQI plus community, because we get men and men, we get lesbian men and women and women.
Okay, so like in that situation, so if we're dealing with a situation whereby obviously it's men and men, but then how are you two so? There's obviously has to be the one that acts as a female and the one that acts as a male. So the male again as never. What are you saying?
I believe he will let it to at the beginning, guys. I think. Hello? Oh, I think.
I think he will let it at the beginning. Can we not be the lost generations? Yes.
I think the question was very stupid for him. Mara, he had a valid point. So I wanna say something, and then you guys, you must tell me if I'm wrong. The world in general, we have more women than men. Yes. That is number one.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The world in general, we have more men going to jail as opposed to women. Is that true? Yes. The world in general, we have more men who are dying as opposed to women. Is that true or not? Yes. True. I would like to have someone in the audience, someone who is connected to internet. When I ask this question, you can just check everything out. If it checks out. According to the stats in South Africa, men are dying 3 times faster as opposed to men. So basically, we have more violence against men killing each other as opposed to women dying alone. So with that being said, which means that men are actually being extinct. We have a small number of men as opposed to women. So now if you're going to take that number, apply it to the relationships, right? Let's go to the relationship with the same ratio of men and women. If we have 10 men in the whole world, and then we have 50 women, all 50 women wants to get married. All 50 women wants to, I don't want to, yes. All 50 women wants to have a relationship with a man. So, if all these women wants to be in a relationship, who are they supposed to date? 10 men and 50 women in the whole world. Maybe 50 I'm being extreme. Let me just say 40 because the ratio is almost 3-to-1. I'll say 30 women because it's 3-to-1 the ratio. So all these 30 women, who are they supposed to date? Because they want to be in a relationship as well. They want to be treated as queens, Who are they supposed to date? We only have 10 men. Can somebody answer my question in the audience?
I understand where you're coming from. It's always advisable to speak for yourself. So when you make a point, make sure that it's all about ourselves. But guys, let's be realistic. And I think we have a problem Women think as men, women want to be our equals. Women want to be the same roles or play the same role as men. But when we say, some go hardware, bahira, babatla basadi, babinga more gender equality, babatla basadi by 10, and then mosebetsi ya bona ke go kukadisana. No. Why are we having a problem with that? Again, we want the gender equality. So, and that post apparently was posted last year. And most South Africa, Botoka, the open when over one day. Maraba posted it as issued last year. Today, I so feel. So, by saying that, what I'm saying is, guys, men will never be equal to women, or women will never be equal to men, because of when we play the roles, we have to understand where we're coming from. Why are those roles important? I'm not for in any way promoting men should abuse women. That is wrong. That is totally wrong. That should be by all means said as it is. It is totally wrong for men. But we need to play the roles. And the problem is when women start to resist and Babatakuba equals, then as men we need to withdraw our resources as well and then let them be. Because they can work as well, they can do things for themselves as well. So, good for you. You didn't say anything by going leader. You are observing.
I'm observing and I see it's very heated. It's very heated.
Before the mic goes to her, can I please ask her a question? So, she mentioned that, like into our like UPCs. So can I please ask her a question? If it can go, then why do we have men taking polygamy? Why but never just him if man has a slave?
I thought she was going to answer my question, but she didn't. I'm still waiting for the answer on the ratio. Saying all these 30 women, who are they supposed to be in a relationship with? What is the answer?
I wouldn't go much go polygamy because I'm not part of it. I've never grown in it. So it's a topic important research it too much. So I don't have an answer for you currently.
I have a question. I want to challenge all the ladies,
Yes.
Because we want equality, good relationship. Why here when outside, listen, accept it, and then okay, you're already in a relationship. Then we impregnated another lady, and then you cannot accept the child. Mara, that same woman, how can someone got to or got why one no more charity?
Yeah, no, it's a very difficult one because we have a lot of men they think while they not. So it's a very tricky one. That one. It's not easier said than that. Men will do that. A lot of women that we know, that I know. They went through such things, Unfortunately, has about that. And as a man, it's very difficult to know. I always tell people, a man will never know whose child it is or it is his until Honale scientific proof. The child might look like you, my auntie, but it may not be yours. So Just one, I don't know we can buy. And they know exactly where this thing comes from. So let's not go there.
Thank you, Mr. Wim. I think also just to add on the question she asked just now. Not personally, I would say about father. And that's funny. Some people are they just see an innocent soul. And some people are they take all the bad things, and then they put them onto the, and then one who did at the end, how much it. And let me tell you something. There's any same kid under those circumstances, they don't worry, it's not his fault or her fault. Those kids are, in most cases, to do well in life because they don't get anything in the spoon feed. They got to make plans, they got to make sure they go to school, they got no school uniforms, they got no such. But the community, I think we need to love ourselves more, be more kind. I mean, out of 100% families, you come to find for 2 or 3, they're not biological father, 1 mama, but the minute you bring or you introduce love, I think again it goes again with the leader, which is the head. If the head makes sure they implement love in the relationship or in the household, well, okay, Mr. Natala was and then 3 years later there comes a little much like but now you eliminate the kid from the that's a bright young man there, maybe a president tomorrow, who knows. But if you can maybe install that as a community, that when I look at you, I don't look at you who your father is. I look at you as the son of God or the daughter of God. But it doesn't really happen too much in the household. Hence, we are also here that you want to discuss those here now, because we're not 20 years from now, you're going to be a mother again. And then it's going to be a father as well.
What is important is the love. Let's take for instance the story of Jesus. So yeah, it's something like that. But he managed to accept him to be Manaka.
Okay, but then I pose another question in why is it that as women we are expected to forgive? Mara, kamko naleki abulelang Jorge. So alternative accept the one because my kids decided to go as and loses self-control. Mara wena, from outside. Then what's a man? You cannot. Then I can lose control of which this might be a topic for another podcast. It goes 2 ways. For your infidelities, you must also have it for mine. And then sometimes you get ruled by emotions and all that, but no one is perfect. It will not have a our relationship in the 5 elements. So it will not for Luna as union they decided to the union area and then the challenges the face
in this way. And let's go and fact there. A male and a female when coming to emotions, a male needs sex to love. Thank you. A male needs sex to love. Listen. And a woman loves before they give you sex. So, do you understand what I just said? A male needs sex to love. But a woman will love before they give sex. So basically what it means is, for a woman before they give you sex, there must be emotions involved. But for the men, unfortunately, we're not any emotional beings. So, we need that sex to test for, do I love this person? Do you get it? So I'm answering you in a sense that if you are a woman and you go outside and have sex with another man, scientifically it means you love that person.
Yeah.
But with me, I can have sex with 5 women in a night and not love any of them. We're not misleading them. I was responding to your question that you answered. If a woman comes and says, I'm pregnant or I'm impregnated by someone else, automatically, nature dictates that you love that person because you gave them sex. Because you love them. Hence I said, men need sex to love, but women will give sex because they love. Yes. That was your response. And why we don't forgive you. Okay guys, let's get back to the real topic. We're talking about the triggers. So basically, what makes men or what makes women react or abuse another person? Will that, what we spoke about, justify, do you have the right to do that? Or will that not be? I think that's the question that we need to answer now.
Yeah. No, I think we need to be clear with one thing. Violence, abuse against women and children, it's not good at all. We don't condone it, right? But for us to be able to fix that, we need to focus more on the root cause of the problem. What basically triggers them? What is it that is very provocative to what, having to have now GBV, gender-based violence against women and children in the household? Yeah. So, I think, me personally, we wouldn't have fought in the first place if the relationship as a whole had a leader. And when you talk about a leader, it's someone...
let me take you up on that one. When I was growing up, I'm not that old, but when I was growing up, I grew up in an era whereby it was the tail end of it. When they were, they used to use violence and all that. So, in a sense, and by then, they were still the head. So the respect was still there for a man is a head. And it was so prevalent, it was done losingly. But we still do it today. We find it to be the head. While they were the head, but they were abusing women. So in me, what I'm saying is, I don't think we should be fighting it now. It's something that's coming way back. It's always been there.
It's only now the difference that, women that are talking now, they're coming out. They're basically expressing their feelings to say, guys, this is what happens to our parents, our grandparents, but we don't want that anymore. We want to be heard, all these things that are being done upon us by men, action must be taken today. That's why we're here today, because of those issues. And not to say men also are not going through the same circumstances, but it makes sense for us to talk about this when it happens more often on women and children. Because, scientifically, as we did mention earlier, that women are recessive as opposed to men. Men are dominant. So it's abnormal for a man to lay a hand on a woman because it's not his equals. He must only do that if they have to against their equals, which is men to men.
And I'm gonna take it back again. We agree that we are part of animals. We are animals as men. But you know, for animals, none of the male animals fight women. Only male fight men.
Definitely.
So why, as we are men, why are we fighting women while animal nature does not dictate that it should happen that way?
I think everything above all, it's more psychological. I'll give you an example. When you're in a relationship and then, women right now, they're very much aggressive, right? As opposed to all the women. Women now are aggressive. When you talk, they talk back. They always check, a back check all the time. Because they're becoming more aggressive. By so doing that, they're trying to express their feelings towards the direction that you are, or maybe the attitude or the behavior around you when you try to engage with them. So it's more psychological. You find that women right now, they will lay a hand on a man. They will slap just because they disagree with what you say, or there was some disagreement in the relationship or in the household. They will slap you. And now, as a man, when you're supposed to react to that, we're not going to look at that as a self-defense. If we were to take it further, if you're a woman and you're pregnant, right? You're pregnant, you're going through all your emotions and all that. You hit your man, you slap your man because you're angry. That's violence. Do you agree that's violence?
Yes, it's violence.
Now, a man in self-defense, right? I punch you in the stomach.
How do you use self-defense against?
There's no formula for self-defense.
But you got face. How about you are superior than you.
Oh, so now we're getting somewhere.
You are superior than you.
Am I not?
Why would that
You see, when there was a point where I raised for it, we do agree. It's just a matter of the manner in which we should be agreeing with this. Men will always remain superior or have more role to play than women. And does not mean when you are a superior, you should be abusive to your subordinate. And that's another thing that as men, we need to learn that as we are superior, it does not give us the right to be undermining or abusive to our subordinate. And that's very important. And I think that's a point whereby we're going to be closing it on. And we all agree by nature, and that's how it is. But that does not give you the right to be abusive to your subordinate. You do not, by virtue of nature, because that's how we went on. It's not a matter of you chose that. By virtue of the way you were born, does not give you the right to be abusive to your subordinate. We need to take care of women. We need to make sure we protect them. But I have a problem as well. I know we're closing in a minute or two. This protection thing, women don't need protection. They don't need us men to protect them because of what the women are afraid of is men. They just need us to stop abusing them. If we don't abuse them, if we don't treat them bad, they won't need that protection from us.
And
Do we agree?
We agree. As a woman, I can make and carry a baby. So if my body is not fertile enough to carry into all planting, so yes, I am still
Yes, handsome saying.
You're right, yes,
we need to make sure that as guys, and this is a very serious thing. Majita, we need to make sure that we don't abuse women.
Yes.
We don't act superior. We are superior. We don't act superior. We don't need to access that force unto them. We know we are superior. And equally, women do not challenge men. Do not want to follow them, because at the end of the day, for every action there will be reaction, and the reaction is never guaranteed. We don't know what might happen, so we need to always safeguard. We need to always restrain ourselves as men. Women, let's just live in harmony. This is our world for all of us. We need good people all around. Thank you very much. I think we're gonna leave it at that. Your last word, Katie.
And my last words are, can we be the generation that breaks the chain?
Yes.
Yes.
Your last word. Yeah, to be mentioned.
Thank you very much, Kwena Molapo.
It's good. Any beat, right? It's a freestyle. Okay.
Bagade bars.
It's flowing. It's not a freestyle. Representing the GBV fam, man. Okay. Let me tell my story. My story little changing. I had to do it while I'm moving and they're changing. I'm moving in poverty, I be shifting all the bars. I told my dad that I gotta go and man up. I told my girl that I really love her. I miss everything that we did together. Every single time when she's playing with the feelings, and I feel like I'm dwelling in the petty thing. My fight is going bad. I feel like my fine and pop still switching. I feel like I'm dwelling in the petty things. All the negativity, why you hating your woman? I'm asking everybody cause I'm still standing tall. I'm way savage, the flow never changing. I'm flowing Piasco, tell J Cole I be coming. One of the reasons I'm still standing tall. One of the reasons I'm shaking all these buildings. All these rappers know that I'm a creature. As soon as I hop on the beat, I'm feeling like I'm beast-spirited. I'm a dragon. As soon as I spit, I be speed and fire. Tell your favorite rapper that I'm about to approach. Approach like a chimney. I be bringing smoke and these rappers wanna play with the game. It's all from the mind when I told them. Told the teacher that I'm still killing everything, man. Yo, shout out to Aries, man. Shout out to everybody out there. If you feel like you're being abused, tell them that this ain't happening. It's flowing Piasco, floating. One last verse before I kill it. Shout out to everybody who lost their parents, man. Yeah. Okay. I guess it's crazy how you feel inside. You feel trapped. When I still move, I be fighting in the cage. And sometimes feel lost when I be changing name. They look at my college, representing all the pain. Black nigga. Still training every day. You look at the nigga, I did it anyway. I don't smoke weed cause I'm high and standing. Look at the nigga, I be killing anyway. Yo, the jacket's still ugly. I be in clean inside it, I'm a kid. Niggas said the red, representing all the blood. I'm a black nigga in Africa. Don't mention all the Americans, I'm still one that I'm still taking over. Shout out to Will Smith, that nigga, he a legend. Shout out to my diva, cause I did it and I did it. I did it again, put an umbrella beneath me. As soon as it's rain, I'm still stepping tall. I'm a big step, a heavy step, I'm killing everything. Tell your favorite rapper that I'm still knocking. They ain't open up a door. They ain't opening up a door. Thank God.
Auzwake ra dumedisa gape re thobela. Yes, hello.
Like Acacia's my town.
Yes.
It's like grade 12A.
Yes. Anything.
Okay, my name is Enoch Baleni. I attend Kwena Molapo, specifically in grade 12B. GBV, gender-based violence is when people who identify from different genders violate each other. So it can be both-sided, it can be one-sided, but someone is violating another person. I think GBV stems from more than just what do you call this? More than just gender politics.
Yeah.
So it has to stem from family backgrounds as well. I believe that it's more than what we see. I think men and women should understand that they are not equal. A man should understand that he's not equal to a woman, and a woman should understand that she's not equal to the man as well. That will establish an equilibrium and establish harmony. One will know what they are supposed to do and what they are not supposed to do, because scientifically it's proven that women mature faster than men.
Yes.
But men are structurally advantaged than women. So if women can understand that, and if men can also understand that, I think we'll have a better society. And when it comes to race, because it's more prevalent in the black society.
Yes.
I think poverty plays a huge role in gender-based violence. It is something that's not preached enough, but poverty brings a lot of violence and disruption in the community, since the problems that they are facing, especially when it leans on one side, like a man would result in violence, and a woman would result in actually finding other ways to help the family, which may involve things like cheating. So I think gender-based violence is not just a general pandemic, but we can even take it up to levels of spirituality. I think if a person is spiritually not balanced, it brings harm to the physical aspect of their life. And that's my take on it.
Thank you.
What I know about gender-based violence is that it has to do with gender inequality most of the time, whereby one gender can be oppressive over the other. Most of the time we actually speak mostly for females, but it's like males are not recognized enough, because there are also males who are being abused and not being recognized. A man can actually go to the police station and report it and be laughed at, because they expect him to be strong enough and actually be the one to abuse the woman, but it's not always the case. I think also the way awareness is not actually preached enough to people, because you can never help somebody who does not report the case. How are you going to solve it when you don't report it?
Thank you. And then tell me quickly about the take a man reporting to police station, and then sometimes I'm not serious. What do you think can be changed there, or can be done better, so that men can be also able to report and cannot be taken as a joke whenever they report such?
I think we should remove the social and cultural norms,
Yeah.
whereby it's expecting males to be always be the dominant one, to be always the strong one, or to be the one to always provide certain things. Because men are always, they're actually expected not to have feelings, but they're humans too, they've got feelings. So most of the time we should also talk about feelings addressing to both genders. Because we are preaching gender equality, but we're not doing the same, because the scale is not balanced. We are always promoting, I'm not saying that I'm against the favoritism of females. I'm a female myself, but it is important to have the scale balanced. If you're gonna talk about balancing the females with men, the men must also get what you're talking about and whatever you are supplying to females. So in this case, we should not expect that men should always be the one to be oppressive and be strong or hold their feelings or always be the one to supply and all those kind of things. Let's be equal with each other and be reasonable.
Thank you.